Madlanga Commission kicks off with bombshell allegations of corruption and political interference. No escape for Cat, alleged crime kingpin to stay behind bars. And sex trafficker Epstein's shadow trails Trump all the way to Windsor Castle. Hello, I'm Jane Dutton.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.
KZN Police Commissioner Mkhwanazi has revealed how the province's political killings task team was called in to help Gauteng detectives. Testifying at the Madlanga Commission in Pretoria, he said the request came from intelligence head Mchunu Khumalo.
Especially tenders. So you could imagine the one who is in position of authority as a political party leader or as a leader of society has some kind of influence over the issuing of tenders. And the business people that once you get tenders, they will always be friends with the one who's got authority over that municipality or different provinces.
And that's it for day one here at the Madlanga Judicial Commission of Inquiry at the Bridget Mabandla Justice College in Pretoria. KZN Police Commissioner Mkhwanazi took the stand this morning and was giving us testimony, rehashing most of the stuff that he made public on July 6th. I think what came across strong today was the fact that Mkhwanazi still believes the decision taken to disband this task team was the wrong one. He alleges that Police Minister Senzo Mchunu, who's since been placed on special leave, was advised by people, claiming that these people who advised the minister are part of a criminal syndicate and network in Gauteng. He alleges that he has proof to give to the commission as evidence to substantiate his claims as far as they go. It's still early days. We're expected to sit through weeks and even months of testimony, not only from Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi, but from others as well. We heard earlier this morning when the Commission Chief Evidence Leader, Advocate Terry Motau, took the stand and kind of gave us a brief about what we can expect going forward, that there'd be three phases to this commission. Phase one is where we hear from Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi, where he rehashes some of the evidence that he put out or allegations that he made on the 6th of July. Phase two is the other witnesses that have been implicated in the matter, but the likes of Senzo Mchunu, the likes of Lieutenant General Shadrack Sabia. And phase three is where we will see Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi come back to the commission and reply to some of the allegations that come out of phase two. For Eyewitness News, I'm Arson Singh in Pretoria.
Mkhwanazi also noted that suspended Deputy Commissioner Shadrack Sabia had signed off last year on extending the task team's work into 2025 before being suspended himself. Funding is now secured until 2026. But researcher Jean Redpath says implementation will be slow, if at all.
What we've also seen is something of a collapse of the criminal justice system, where things take excruciatingly long. And so if there is a recommendation to act, it'll be very difficult to do so very quickly. And in fact, it will be quite an achievement if that is indeed done.
Attempted murder accused Vusumuzi Kat Matlala has been denied bail by the Alexandra Magistrates Court. Matlala brought his application earlier this month. The 48-year-old is accused of calling a hit on his socialite girlfriend, Tebogo Tobejane. The court has ruled that he's failed to prove that he isn't a flight risk in light of him allegedly having two passports, including one from Eswatini with the name Vusumuzi Dlamini, and that he will not interfere with witnesses.
The alleged Eswatini identity document, irregularities in the home affair records, and the complainant's ability to access a phone, cell phone in custody and relied upon as demonstrating his capacity to evade trial and communicate unlawfully.
The family of late Deputy President David Didi Mabuza is locked in a dispute over his 44.7 million rand pension following his death on July the 3rd. His daughter, Tamara Cylinder, has brought an urgent High Court application to stop fund manager Alexandra Forbes from releasing the entire payout to Mabuza's widow, Nonhlanhla Patience Mnisi. Cylinder says her mother was married to Mabuza under customary law and that she deserves a share to cover education and living costs. A housekeeper at the Palapala farm has told the court she doesn't know whether one of the accused had access to the room where the money was kept. It's day 2 of the trial looking into the burglary and theft of $580,000 in cash from President Cyril Ramaphosa's farm. Emanuela David, along with siblings Froliana and Ndili Nasho Joseph, are currently on trial at the Modimolle Regional Court in Limpopo. 18 dogs were poisoned in Lwandle in the Western Cape last night. 10 of them have since died. Animal Welfare Society Helderberg's inspector for the organization, Kyle Gerardo, says all the dogs were within the property of their owners and ate poisoned meat.
We are financially struggling as an MPO, and with an influx of dogs like this, it really is going to put pressure on us. We're trying our best and doing our best for the public, but we also do need the public's help.
MPs have expressed outrage after officials refused to name those responsible for last year's George building collapse that killed 34 construction workers, most of them foreign nationals. The Council for the Built Environment said those implicated are legally challenging the forensic findings, and releasing the report could jeopardize criminal cases. Lawmakers also heard the 4-story building, illegally extended to 5, showed unusual movements just 2 days before it caved in. A qualified engineer on the project already had at least 5 prior infringements against him.
People are playing hide and seek, where we'll never be able to get that forensic report because it's going to be one department with another.
A 30-day shutdown of routes between Khayelitsha and Mfuleni to Somerset West in the Western Cape and surrounds have been implemented from today to prevent further violence, which has claimed several lives in recent weeks. Kadeta's urgent court application couldn't be heard by the High Court due to the parties failing to file their court papers on time.
And whatever court action that they are taking against us as government, we are going to oppose that action for the safety of the residents of this province. I did sign a replying affidavit to court today, and we will wait for the court to decide.
The man accused of setting the Usindiso building in Johannesburg alight has stormed out of court during his cross-examination without the judge's permission. 32-year-old Stembiso Ladlose appeared visibly frustrated as state prosecutor questioned him about lying under oath. Last week, Ladlose told the court that he was hanging out with his friends on the 3rd floor when he noticed the building was on fire. Today, he claimed he was neither inside the building nor in the vicinity of the hijacked property when the blaze broke out. When pressed to clarify this contradiction, he angrily stormed out of the courtroom. Softer food and fuel prices eased inflation in August. Stats SA says annual inflation dropped to 3.3%. That's down from 3.5% in July, a 3-month low, but still the second highest rate this year. 4 categories in the basket declined, including food, beverages, and transport. Stats SA Patrick Kelly says food inflation slowed to 5.2% in August from 5.7% in the previous month.
Within this, several categories eased, including cereals, seafood, dairy products, fruit and nuts, and vegetables.
Images of Donald Trump and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein were projected onto Windsor Castle overnight by a campaign group led by donkeys, casting a shadow over Trump's state visit to the UK. Police made 4 arrests, but the stunt highlighted how unpopular the US president remains with many Britons. Still, Britain rolled out the red carpet today, staging what officials called the biggest military welcome for any state visit in living memory. Trump and First Lady Melania were greeted at Windsor Castle by Prince William and Princess Catherine before joining King Charles and Queen Camilla for a carriage procession, fly-past and lavish state banquet, all behind tight security and away from the protesters. We'll leave you with that. We'll see you for more again tomorrow.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.